one of the most important skill set now currently people are actually looking at with pandemic, all of this. So how to think out of box, coming up with some beneficial ideas. When we talk about ideas, the first thing comes to our mind is creativity. Okay? Now, you being a design thinking and creativity facilitator for a decade, I think you should be able to give us a clarity on what is creativity first of all, and why people really think they are not creative.
Yeah, that's a very interesting question, GB. I'll tell you what, this is a question that comes to me a lot of times in my workshops as well. So when I'm conducting workshops, and I ask people this question that, hey guys, what do you think is creativity? And they tell me that how ironic is it? You know, you're coming to a workshop to learn creativity and you ask to bring a common definition. So I say that, hey, it's not ironic because you know there is one single terminology that we need to use to define a certain word. And it's not that creativity is something you can't define because it's abstract. I think the most common definition that I have come across and something that I feel is most meaningful is that creativity is the art of turning new and imaginative ideas into reality. Now, there are two keywords here. One is imaginative ideas and the second is reality. So, you know, most people think of creativity, it's ideas. But hey, if there was no reality, if these ideas were not put to action and execution, it's just imagination. So now imagine if Edison just thought that, oh, you know, there should be something like a light bulb. You switch it on, there should be a light bulb. But yeah, if he had not done those 100 experiments to really come up with something, I'm sure that would not have been a creative idea. So yeah, in a nutshell, creativity is to bring imaginary ideas to reality.
Into reality.
Now, yeah, and you know, the second question that you asked me is why do people think that they cannot be creative? Now, I'll tell you. So, GV, have you come across children?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you would have spent good enough amount of time observing children, and if you've seen a child very carefully, you know they hold a pen and paper and they scribble all over the paper. Once they scribble all over the paper, they come to their parents, to mom and dad, to show it off, saying that, oh wow, I've made such a wonderful painting. Yeah. Now, to you and I'd be like, what is this? This is just scribbles. But the kid is really happy to share what he or she has made.
Right.
Now, as these kids grow older, they become self-critical because people are saying, no, it's not that great. It's not very nice. So they become critical. They're like, no, it's not perfect. Oh, somebody ridiculed my painting. And as they keep on picking up the vocation of their choice, let's say getting into education, they perhaps leave that painting saying that, you know what, I'm never going to be able to be a good painter anyway, so let me not even try. And the next time they're going outside and somebody asks them that, hey, GV, do you paint? And you're like, no, I'm not a great painter, I can't paint. So the point I'm trying to make here is what prevents people to be creative is the fear of failing, the desire for perfection. But who knows perfection? We've never seen perfection, and you can never attain perfection. I think that is something that makes most adults move to the zone of inaction.
Okay.
And as I said earlier, creativity without action is just imagination.
Okay. Okay. So now, if that's going to be the case, coming up with ideas is not creativity, is what we are talking about, right? So when you come up with an idea and then try it out, experiment it multiple times, and then you come up with a product or a service or whatever, what is the outcome of those ideas, that is what we are calling it as in creativity. But now, if that's going to be the case, then what is innovation? Because there are two different things coming out, right? So outcome of creativity is innovation, isn't it, or something else?
No, you're absolutely right. The outcome of creativity is innovation. So creativity, like if we have to look at it from a diagrammatic representation, creativity is the process, what goes on in your mind to come up with that idea. The idea when it goes inside a funnel and is, you create a product or you create an outcome out of it, that is is innovation. So creativity is what goes on in your mind.
Okay.
Innovation is what the tangible product, service, etc. that you can say.
Okay. If that's the case, then I think that's when the people really got stuck, right? So they think that they're not able to think in different viewpoints and come up with certain ideas. Then thinking